Hey guys, Rob Caputo for another episode of Talking with Cars, and today we're going to highlight Carzilla. And Carzilla, I gotta tell you, man, that Carzilla company out in Canada, they have a lot of different products. I mean, they really do. So many different brands to choose from. I'm getting all choked up. And Chris did me a solid, and he sent me a whole bunch of Gyeon products. Check this out. Are you kidding me? Look at all this stuff. And we're going to play with some of this soon. We got ceramic detailer. We got the prep, which is awesome. That stuff is great. Leather cleaner, wheel iron cleaner, Glass Plus, which I'd like to try right there. Right, these bottles are cool too. I love the Gyeon bottles. And tar. There was one in here I wanted to check out. Total remover. That's new. I haven't. Sealant and coating remover. I've never tried that before. That would be interesting. Then we got their Tire Express. We have Quick View. We have a whole bunch of stuff in here. But today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on foam. That's the pre-wash that they have. And we're going to need to dilute this 1 to 5. So that is almost 6 ounces. Basically for this foam cannon. We're going to put 6 ounces of that stuff in here. We're going to pre-wash it, let it sit 2 to 3 minutes, find out what it does. This is Talking with Cars. All right, so let's do this. This is highly concentrated foam from Gyeon. We're going to mix this up, use it as a pre-wash, and see how effective it is, right? So it says that it's pH balanced. It's pH neutral, long-lasting foam, highly concentrated. It comes in a 33.8 fluid ounce bottle, and we're going to need, what did I say, 5.7 ounces, almost 6 ounces. We'll put 6 ounces in here. Let's shake it up first, because it does always say, all the products do say that you got to kind of shake it up. Just make sure it's all mixed up and there's no problems with it, you know. So, and yeah, big shout out to Chris over at Carzilla for sending all this stuff out. Really a great company. Always have the product in stock usually. I mean, I never really have a problem, delivery or anything. All right, so we got a little bit more than 6 ounces. Just spilled some. We're gonna squeak that all in there. It's got a nice, good, clean smell. Nothing offensive or anything like that. Very slick, actually. Some of it's spilled and it's really slick. So that's good, that's a good sign. Some of their other products here, tire cleaner, we'll try some of that on the car. I got to do like a quick decon on that car. Wash and coat, can't wait to try that. That's pretty cool. Restart wash, that's something I haven't tried before. I want to try the restart wash, right? Decontamination shampoo, another decon shampoo. They got a lot of shampoos. Slick and safe. This is Bathe, right? Gyeon Bathe. So this one I've used before, it's very good. So we have a lot of different products in this box and then on here, and I'm gonna have to try some of this, right? So I'm gonna do a full, like probably one video where I'm using all the Gyeon products, but it's really a stand-up company. They do have some good stuff. I mean, there's always like in a brand, especially when they have so many different products, you know, there's gonna be 1 or 2 that you might not like. Everyone's got different styles, different tastes. You know, they might not like the smell or whatever the case is. But typically Gyeon products, I love it all. Evo, I think there's Moe's Evo in here too. So I'm definitely going to try that on a couple panels. I've used that before. Very, very good. Easy installation for ceramic coating. And yeah, let's get right to it. Let's foam the car. All right, I'm going to see how effective the iron remover and the tire cleaner is during the decon, during the pre-wash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray that stuff on the wheel. I'm going to let it dwell. Then I'm going to put the soap on top, and then let's see how it looks after we rinse it. So we got iron, right? Check that out, see how it smells. Tire cleaner, and we'll go to each wheel and do the same thing. Oh, it's browning right away, that's for sure. All right, so that's good. Good sign. All right, put the iron remover in there. See how that works. You can smell it. All right, we saturated all the tires. We're gonna mix this up and we're gonna foam it on, because that's kind of really what I want to see. I want to see how this foams. Wow. Such a good smell too. Yeah, 6 ounces, you would expect it to foam up pretty good. Well, you can look at that tire. That's pretty cool, right? That's always an Instagram shot right there. And I did not agitate that. Look at that. Whoa. Keep that wet for a little bit longer. Do the other side. See what we could do here. Goes on pretty good. Let's see how well it clings. Let's see how long it stays on there. It is coming down a little bit, but wow, look at that wheel cleaner. Holy cow. That is intense. Impressive. Yeah, it sticks pretty good. For sure. I mean, it doesn't stay on there forever, that's for sure. So you have to kind of remember. And there was a bird bomb here I wanted to like, but it looks like it's breaking that down. And I have a lot left. Look at that. It's tons. All right, we're gonna let this soak for a couple minutes and we're gonna rinse it. All right, come on. Let's do the wheels first, but look at this. Oh my God. Oh man. That is pretty damn good. No contact. Unreal. Look at this stuff, like just rinsing off. It's pretty. All right. 2 down, 2 more to go. And I'm using this as a decon. I'm rinsing it down as a pre-wash, and then I'm going to hit it again with soap and then use a contact wash. Just so you know. And there was bird bomb here. Yep, gone. Damn. That is impressive. That did a really good job. And all I'm doing is rinsing this down. I'm not doing the wheels, a full detail on the wheels. That's... It rinses off really good. Not that bad. All right, so let's rinse the rest of this off and then go to a contact wash, and I'll tell you what I feel. Impressive. Put some Bathe Plus in there. It's slick. I mean, there's slicker products out there, but it's not bad. You can feel a little drag when you're using your mitt, but it's not bad. And the one thing that it says to do with this is also you can apply a few drops on the mitt and spread it over the rinsed area. Rinse again with clean water. Do not let dry. So in here there is some sort of coating. I don't know what. I have to check out the video, and there's a QR code right there for everyone to kind of check out. But I got to learn a little bit more about this and find out what's on here. But there is a coating in this. It might be minor, but there is a coating in it. I don't think that the Bathe Plus added any more significant, I should say, hydrophobics to this. It didn't add a great deal. I'm going to take one section right here where it's flooding, and I'm going to put a little bit on there and then try it. Just kind of follow their instructions. Take a mitt, put a little bit on there. Let's see if it does anything. What's interesting about this soap too is it kind of foams. It's like, it's really a foamy type, and I just put a little bit on there. Doesn't say to put much. And I'm just gonna wipe it on here and see if it does anything. I'm gonna let it soak just this one area, because it is flooding in this one spot. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple seconds, and then we're gonna rinse that off. This has almost like a silicone type smell. It's really interesting. Rinse again with clean water. Do not let dry. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it sheets a lot faster, but it still floods. You know, it definitely adds a little bit of something on there. Probably like a week's worth, couple weeks worth. But nothing significant. So I'm gonna get that wet coat. I'm gonna show you what a true spray-on, rinse-off coating does. We're gonna do it in this area, because I had polished this area and everything is off of here. So we're gonna put wet coat on there. I'm going to show you what that looks like. This is also one of my favorite products. This is incredible, this stuff. This was like the OG when it comes to spray and rinse. Let's see what we could do here. When I'm talking about wet coat, this stuff is incredible. Let's shake it up. There we go. Shake well. Apply to the surface. Rinse immediately after application with a large amount of water. Do not let dry. Immediately. Yeah, that's no joke. That sheets off real easy. So that came out really nice. So this area was completely polished off, and now it's beading again. Let's hit that one area with some wet coat and see what happens. I thought you had to let this stuff dwell a little bit, but no, they're saying that you just basically rinse it right off. Instant hydrophobicity booster. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that stuff works. That's pretty cool. Now, how long is this supposed to last? I think this lasts a few months. But I'll put it right here on the screen once I find that out. But yeah, I think it's a few months. Instant water repellency, self-cleaning properties, which means basically when the car is dirty and it rains, it'll take that, the water itself will emulsify the dirt and remove it, because it won't stick to the surface. Quick and efficient, that's for sure. This is all Pandy Organizer's 3-year coating, by the way, and it's still holding strong. And I had an issue with hydraulic fluid, and we had to use a ton of cleaners on it, and it's still holding strong. Unreal. That's impressive as heck. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even need a topper. Yeah, this stuff is the bomb. Wet coat, go get yourself some. Whoop, whoop. Wet coat, wet coat, wet coat. All right, I am going to use one more product. During the drying process, which is very important, you want to use something slick. So I'm going to use ceramic detailer, and I'm going to use this as a drying aid on the car, right? Because it's basically blown dry. And I'm ready for this to be dried off with a towel. So I'm going to use a combination of ceramic detail, which will add some protection, and a microfiber towel. So let's go right to it. That's nice. Very slick. And I'm not using much. I don't typically put anything on my front windshield. That's really nice. And I enjoy the smell. It's actually really nice. And again, I'm not putting much, but just adds a little slickness while you're drying the car. This is a really great product. I used this a long time ago as a drying aid, and actually just like kind of like a topper, but you can see how much glossier it is. This stuff really works well. You can feel it underneath the drying towel. It's excellent, and it's definitely adding some gloss. This stuff is awesome. Shake well, use only on clean surfaces, spray on a microfiber towel, wipe the panel till it's streak free. Wet/dry use possible, and can be a standalone product. So not bad. I totally forgot how good this stuff was. I mean, I used to use Gyeon products exclusively, and I know a lot of detailers that do. It is a great brand. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's pretty good. This stuff rocks. Highly recommend it. Kidding me? Probably one of the best ceramic detailers. Definitely slick, definitely glossy. No question. Awesome job. All right, everyone, I'm done. Conclusions. All right, so I've used nothing but Gyeon products to clean that car, to clean the Volvo. And I gotta tell you, you know, it brought back a lot of memories, you know, in terms of the quality of the product, everything about it, you know. And again, you know, just like any other product line, there's going to be one or two outliers, you know, that are just incredible products, and you just want to gravitate towards them, use them again and again. So in terms of a pre-wash, foam did a really good job. I was happy with foam. It did an excellent job. It did what it's supposed to do. I mean, you put 4 ounces. I think any soap really at this point, you know, you put 4 ounces of their soap, it's going to do a pretty decent job of rinsing off what's there. So you could do a safe contact wash. What other products did I use? The iron and the tire cleaner. This stuff was incredible. And I didn't even touch the wheels, and it did an excellent job of cleaning the tires and the wheels. The browning was instant. The blooming, you know, all that kind of stuff came off the tire really quickly. So I was impressed with that. I mean, the iron remover still stinks like, blah. I can't wait to try the ADS iron remover, because I understand that it's supposed to smell a little bit better. So I'm kind of anxious, but they do work, no question about it. The wet coat, tried and true. Definitely love this stuff. Where is it? Wet coat? Is that backwards? Anyway, that stuff works really good. Bathe Plus, I tried that in the bucket to see if I can get some additional hydrophobics, you know, because this is theoretically a wash and a coat, but I didn't really see that much in terms of a coating. You know, I mean, wet coat is so easy to use. Just spray it on after you wash your car, rinse it off, and you're good. You're ready for the races. So excellent product. I didn't get a chance. Oh, interior detailer. One of my favorite interior detailers. This one is excellent. I love the smell. I love how it doesn't streak. It flashes off instantaneously. Excellent product. And then last but not least, ceramic detailer. Unreal. This stuff is awesome. I love this stuff, right? I mean, this is incredible. This stuff worth the money. I did try their Tire Express, right? To kind of like dress up the tires with their applicator, the Gyeon applicator. Okay, you know, decent. It did its job. I don't like this applicator at all. I'm still gravitating towards graphene tire dressing by Adams, and then this applicator style right here. It's just so much quicker, so much better. I think the satin finish that you get out of this is a little bit nicer, but still a good product. You know, maybe if I use this applicator with Tire Express, it'll be that much better. And there's a whole box of other stuff that I need to try, but thank you, Chris, over at Carzilla. I really appreciate it. Stand-up company, excellent. Always does a great job of shipping. I mean, what can I say? Carzilla, if you're interested in any of this stuff, use my coupon code down below in the description. You'll get, I believe it's 10% off. any of the products that you buy. So use my link, use my coupon code, and you won't be disappointed. See you on the next one. Peace.